Can I address this? Everybody that's walked in has seen us here with the
like,
ring
what the
light.
fuck?
They think that we're catching them on how to
catch
up.
Yeah.
How long
They're
have you
like,
been?
I didn't.
Ma'am, let me talk to you about your drug use.
This is an intervention. Wait, come back. My name is.
Yeah, they hit the door. They hit the door.
I'm about to
They
start
got the
fucking
door
with your
like,
customers,
nope.
man.
My name is Chris Hansen. How long have you been
Exactly.
smoking marijuana?
Every single one of them
Oh,
have looked at
goddamn
us.
right. Yeah, it's so funny. I forget.
I don't want my family to see this.
It's episode 4. Armand Solis, Jay McCord. It was a hilarious episode. We filmed a skit here in house, but thank you for tuning in. It's gonna be a great episode. But we're here at Next Level Smoke Shops for the Pause for Edit podcast. This is the second pause. We got Jay McCord. We got Jay Does Comedy.
At Jay Does Comedy Show
on Instagram.
Armand 305 Comedy on Instagram.
And me. We'll put it here. I'm gonna see if we can do that. It's funny that we got all.
My dog is so unsure.
We'll see,
hopefully we'll have it on the screen.
Yeah. We'll
in
see.
this area somewhere.
It's like
I mean, the name is Pause and Edit. How long is the pause?
Pause for edit.
Pause for edit.
No,
right?
we did about 12 minutes earlier. Yeah, pause for edit.
They're gonna be waiting while watching for the edits. They're just gonna be like, he gonna end up just uploading as is.
No. As is would be fire, you know. Especially you could do that, especially for a while since you don't have any views. Like, what's the most I'll get? 100. You know, if that's good. You know, for me to just putting it out. But no, it's like hopefully because it's a relative and you're like you just hope they do their best. You know, that's how you always start early is with your relatives. You know, and hopefully we can both get money, bro. Get a Patreon going with a few thousand subscribers and you're chilling. You know. Imagine if you get 15,000 subscribers a month.
On OnlyFans?
On Patreon.
Oh.
Either or.
On what?
Patreon. You don't know what Patreon is?
I know what Patreon is.
You don't know
what Patreon is?
It's like more media, but like it's behind a paywall. Like every artist has its own paywall. You get me?
It's a subscription to get.
Yeah, like I pay for Matt and Shane's secret podcast. Patreon. That's fire.
I don't pay for shit.
Yeah. But yeah, bro. We got Armand. We've been having a lot of fun so far. Armand was late, so
I got here on Cuban time.
yeah, Cuban time.
Which is 2 hours late.
Yeah, I'm starting. I thought that Cuban time was just like.
Cuban time is convenient because when you get there, the food's done. Like pig is getting cut up.
Like
the food
is finished.
Oh, like
everybody don't ate and all. Going by what this nigga don't did.
Nah, but Cubans don't think about it because if you're going to a Cuban's party, they're also cooking on Cuban time. My uncle, Chris's dad, like one time took 24 hours to cook a pig, and we were no help either. He took a week to make croquetas, and they were not good.
Did you say a week?
Yeah. It was like a process.
To make
and then we made sausage. It took
croquetas?
we took Martin Luther King weekend to make sausages.
Bro, I have no idea how croquetas are made. I haven't even eaten enough.
Bigo TV did a video that's really good.
But I guarantee you, I can make some.
No, they're really like he made it. Bigo TV made it look easy, bro. Shout out to him, and they looked really good.
It's easy to make some shit look good. Bro, did you not see that video? I kind of love that video. It's kind of weird of how like the advertisements, like food advertisements, like set up the food and shit.
Oh, that's all fake? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, like it's not even the food. It'd be like the cereal.
It'd be like soap and shit.
Be
to
like
make it
glue
look,
instead of milk, yeah.
The syrup, the butter never melts.
Yeah, the fucking, because it's in motor oil, not fucking real
Yeah, exactly.
Yo,
That's why. That's why.
But no,
that's why the burger never looked like that. You're like, oh, you want it to look like that? Here you go, fucking acid.
Never. It actually did happen to me once. Well, at least I thought I did.
What's the worst thing you found in your fast food?
What's the worst thing I found in my fast food?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing, because I don't even look. Honestly,
nigga,
nigga, you could do some shit to my food, but see,
get away with it.
Honestly,
it's gotta have to fight through a lot to get to. It might expire by the time it get to your inside walls.
Not even. It's just a simple fact that I'm, which I don't do on a regular basis. I'm just putting my faith in this human who is preparing my food to just not do it, because I didn't do anything.
Dog, I've gotten some stuff. I've gotten the top layer of the plastic, whatever the cheese was on prior to cooking. The plastic was on there. I bet that was like a good half of it, and I'm like, dog, and I was like, dog, and I opened the burger. I'm like, all right, it's all gone, boom. But second one was like, I bit into a burger, and I had a hair between my tooth, and I kept going, and it was the 69-cent cheeseburger, so I deserved it. Remember those? Remember like on Tuesday, McDonald's would do like the dollar fries,
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
All right, and worse, you know what happened to me? One time they put vegetables. What a bad joke. This is me bombing right now.
I found 2 pieces of hard plastic at BK once.
What? Hard? Not even like the
hard, like a broken fork.
Bro, I stopped eating McDonald's fries for a minute because for some reason I went to one of them, and for some reason the fries were like plastic. It was so fucking weird. Like more than one, they were like plastic. I'm eating them.
They probably dropped the fucking handle in there.
Bro, I don't know what the fuck happened, but the actual fry
tasted like plastic. Or
it didn't taste like it.
The
The texture, like I couldn't just eat it. It broke like plastic. It was chewy like plastic, like a fucking straw.
Preservatives.
If they just did 1 out of every 100 fries, that's a lot of fake fries, dog.
I don't know what the fuck was going on with it, but I'm like, this was a glitch in the system. The true nature of the fucking fry came through somehow, and it just put me off of those fucking fries. But the only thing that I found was moldy bread.
Oh, that's bad.
And that was at KFC. I got the chicken sandwich, and it was moldy bread. And I took it back. I was like,
the chicken spots are usually like Church's is always that bad ex that you go and you fuck every couple years when you run into them, and then like you're like, that was bad, and then you're like, damn, I love Church's chicken. But the only thing about Church's though is the biscuit is always on point.
Oh no, for sure.
That biscuit is the best biscuit in the game.
Yeah, nah.
But
I used to work at Church's.
Yeah. You used to work? I know which one.
I
know which one. The one off of US 1 and like right there across the track. No, not that one.
Nah.
Look at you. No, I knew that. Huh?
I was.
That's why I used to be able to say the N-word.
Oh no, with your complexion, you want to be careful. And you be rocking cargo shorts and shit.
What's his? I've always, and what's funny is that they used to always roast me because I used to be. The other 2 dudes were black dudes on the podcast. And I used to always be in shorts, and like that was a big roast of mine.
Exactly.
You ever watch anime?
No.
Oh. Damn. Okay, you?
Yeah, shut your fucking face.
I used to watch Dragon Ball Z back in the day.
Nah, I never got into anime, and I thought I was gonna be able to get into Dragon Ball Z because in high school I really got into the games.
Oh, the games are fire.
Yeah, that's when Budokai came out. Yeah, that was. Yeah, I was like addicted to those.
Bro, you used to go over to that was Budokai. Bro, I'm glad we grew up the age we grew up on because you used to still go over to friends' house. I'm like, I'm gonna walk over to your house. Right. I've been training at my cousin's.
Knock on your door.
Bro.
Yo, is he home? Okay.
Ask your mom.
Can I play? Shit. All right, cool. And you got it, bro.
Still get your ass whooped.
And still get your ass
Still get your ass.
It was great days, bro.
Yeah, I can't wait till my dog get out of prison because he used to fuck me up and pretty much. Really.
And you've been training this whole time.
Mortal Kombat, exactly, and that nigga has no practice at all. Ooh, as soon as he get out,
there's
I'll be like,
new characters that came out he don't know.
Exactly, he don't even know these niggas. But you know what? No mercy. I don't care.
Because I know the Ninja Turtles are in Mortal Kombat, right?
I think you can download Ninja Turtles
nowadays. Wow.
That's right.
I don't know if it's
you don't
all
pay
of
for
them.
shit, so he get the game. He get the game. He get
What?
the game. He said he don't play for shit, so he don't get no DLCs. He just
Oh
gets the
yeah,
game.
I get the game. See, nah, I mean I've gotten some DLCs.
I got the
but
DLC for Legend of Zelda. That's some nerd shit.
That's cute.
I know what you would get. This is racist.
Okay, yeah, go for it. As soon as you said I know what you would get, I already know what you were going for. Let's go. Let's see how we synced up. Go ahead.
2K.
Exactly. Fucking 2K.
Armand.
What
Armand's DLC would be? Height. Height for his basketball player.
I think nah, he looks like a Fortnite player.
Now, what video game?
hell's
is
But
the
maybe
DLC?
because it's
wow.
like a 12-year-old.
Okay. He looks. It's because you know that height don't crack, right? Armand is a lot old.
Don't crack.
Yeah, Armand's a lot older than what you think.
What the fuck does that
How old?
mean?
How old
I
are-
know that Armand. I told you we met at Hybrid House.
Armand, come back.
I
here.
was roasting him and his wife. I didn't know he was a comic though.
How old are you, Armand?
29.
Really? Oh, never mind.
This
You look a
nigga-
lot older than you
This
are.
nigga is the Cuban Tory Lanez.
You know, I ran into Tory
When-
Lanez
when I
going
stand
into
up
Little
in
Caesars.
prison?
No, going to Little Caesars.
You ran
And I'm
into Tory
like-
Lanez going to
I looked at him and he smelled like, you know how like when people smoke weed all day, but like big, thick backwoods, bro, all like, and they just smell like that
Yeah.
everywhere they go. Like from like 3 feet away, I'm like, this dude like smells like
It was
bad.
probably hotboxing.
And then I could see
and
like
shit.
I was like, let me remember his tattoos to see and look up if this is this guy, you know, because I want to be like, are you Tory Lanez? That's gay.
Right.
And then oh no, I perform my villain now. That's not. You know, we'll edit that
you
out.
just got canceled.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, but
just
I was
lost.
like, and then he ordered a hot and ready pizza
So we
and
saw
some
your
hot and ready.
podcast.
Yeah, nah. And then he got some hot and ready rings, and then I'm like, and he left in like a Bentley coupe, in a Bentley truck, and I'm like, oh, Tory Lanez. Yeah, I was like,
Remember that video where he stood up?
And that
he
was after he shot Meg Thee Stallion.
You said that was right after?
Yeah, pretty after. So I should have had her back since I'm from
You
Texas.
should have just started singing some shit.
You don't remember that video where he stood up and he's the same height?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you just made me think of that shit. I was like, this nigga.
No, the
got
one when
3
he's at the
inches
Breakfast
taller when he
Club and they
stood
try
up.
to like zoom into his bald spot.
Yeah,
That was fire.
yeah,
Damn.
yeah. You have better hair.
Bro,
Congratulations.
Tory
on that.
Lanez started off the COVID on top of the world because he had Tory Lanez radio or something like that every night. Remember, he'll do a live from
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
Remember
his
that?
live shit. Yeah,
And then he had a few ladies naked, and then he had the guy. But he could have jumped behind a paywall, and he would have been still straight. Got some more money.
I mean, I was already fucking with Tory Lanez before.
Yeah, I liked his
quarantine,
music.
So, but I wasn't too
Now
much
he's
fucking
got
with
street
him.
cred.
Does he?
She was attacking him. She's bigger than him. She could hurt Tory Lanez.
He's a small guy.
I mean,
Bro,
listen,
okay. Who's a lady comic that could fuck Armand up?
A lot of them.
Jen? Have you ever seen Jen, the lady that teaches on gun safety?
Yeah, I've seen her. Yeah, probably. But I was actually thinking.
Dina?
No,
Dina will fuck him up.
Dina could probably fuck him up too. That'd be a tussle. Yeah,
That you'd probably have to pay.
As a matter of fact, I don't know, bro.
That you'd have to pay for that.
Bro,
though.
you seen his wife. You see, she probably be fucking his ass up.
Oh yeah.
she look like she probably be tossing his ass
She
up.
looks so
a little
nice
bit.
though. She looks.
That's the thing.
You know
though.
what, bro?
That's
You
why he
don't-
went after her. He was like,
Does
she looks
your-
so nice. She wouldn't hit me.
If you're all right, let me ask you a question. Have you done bad in front of your wife before? Not in the bedroom, a comic.
Nigga.
What do you mean all the time?
I said, have
You
you
said-
done
you said-
bad?
He bombed like 1,000.
Okay, is she a pat on the girl? She doesn't seem like, to me, she doesn't seem like a pat on the girlfriend type. Maybe she seems like she'll acknowledge
Doesn't
it.
seem like the what?
Pat on the girl on the shoulder type girlfriend. That's what I meant. You know that pen.
Thank you.
That pen.
Gotcha.
She's not because you ever seen that comic that's just sitting there and the girlfriend's just like, right after his set, she's just rubbing the shit out of his back, and you're like pathetic. She doesn't seem like that.
No, because she knows that it's it's a learning experience also, and like I enjoy it and I hear her laughing. So it's
okay, cool. Okay, so she'll
Bro,
give
see,
you.
yeah, you have to.
She's down though. She's your writer because at least she'll break the seal of laughter. You need somebody to. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
if it's genuinely funny genuinely funny to her, because when I started, my girl was with me the first few times.
Mm-hmm.
But when we first went out, she was like, "Oh, even if you're not funny, I'll laugh." And I was like, "Don't do that.
Yeah, I have.
If
friends
nobody's
like that.
laughing, do not laugh."
I have friends that said they would do that, and then they came and they didn't.
Because it was just
and
that
I'm like,
bad.
yo, do
and
that
maybe,
thing.
Maybe they identified in the moment how awkward that shit would
Yeah.
be if they laughed.
That's sometimes.
And I've seen people bring a bunch of people out and bomb, but they're killing to their friends.
Yeah.
But only their friends are laughing.
Yeah, I see that.
And it's not even a laugh situation. They might be cheering.
Yeah.
They're just like, woo!
Yeah.
Yeah! And clapping. And not so much laughing.
I'm the laugh when it gets awkward comic. I'm sitting in the back, and because I think, I'm like, this is funny if I was there. Because I would laugh on stage how bad I'm doing right now.
It depends on the situation. Because sometimes
so bad.
It can be funny. It can be like somebody's bombing, but it's still funny.
Sometimes you can save them.
Yeah,
So I saved the lady last night.
But you saved the lady.
I saved the lady last night. She was dying. She probably won't watch this. And a beautiful girl from Fort Lauderdale. I don't know what she was saying, and then the crowd got into her because then she was like, "Oh, I like small dicks," and then actually she got the crowd engaged. But you know how like
she said she likes small dicks.
She said she likes small dicks. She said she likes all dicks, right? But she started off with small. The whole crowd, all the comics inside were like, "Yeah," and she's pandering to her the crowd. She knows her fans,
right?
And then she's like, "I also like big dicks." And the comments are like, "Boo!" That shit was fun.
How was the room?
Oh, she had one funny ass joke that she said. She's like, "I have money, so I'm just stealing for the fun of it." I'm like, "Yeah, touche. Did I?"
That's good.
So what does your wife say on the ride home? Do you talk about how bad you did on the drive home, or you just don't say a fucking word?
Yeah, but she tells me not to like dwell on it.
Really?
You know?
Okay, that's good advice.
But that's what's up.
Good.
You know?
What would your girlfriend
say? It's good
say?
feedback.
If she did you see you bombed?
She actually saw the worst bomb of my
so far. Hopefully ever.
It won't ever matter. Like, because what made it bad was who was there to witness it.
Okay, who was there?
It was only my third time on stage.
Oh, that's really risky. Okay.
But it was an actual show.
Okay.
About 120 something
on your
people.
Third time?
Yeah, it was kind of the reason. It wasn't the reason that I started, but it was the reason why I had to get on stage, because I actually booked it before I ever got on stage.
Oh, so you're like, I gotta start.
I have to get on stage.
Oh, you're a procrastinator.
Oh,
I think
matter of fact, I'll tell you the story real quick. So I used to make music, right? And I stopped doing music after I realized whatever. Yeah. It wasn't what I wanted to do. I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna do comedy instead. Mm-hmm. In that time, like I told you, I just told you, I studied comedy a full year before I got on stage. So during that time, I was also making Instagram videos and shit. So that's what I'm doing at the time. One of the guys I met who puts on shows was putting on a show. Was like, yo, you do music, I want you to perform. I was like, I don't do music no more. I'm doing comedy. He's like, oh, that's cool, because I'm having comedians too. Larry Dog, Pookie gonna be on there too. Oh, and I have you. Oh shit. All right, cool. Whatever. This is February, maybe? The show is supposed to happen in June 19th. I'm like, cool, I got till June. I do not perform. I do not do anything. I'm procrastinating like a motherfucker. I'm still doing Instagram shit, but I'm not getting on stage at all.
March, April, May.
And I'm like, yo, when the fuck am I gonna do this? I'm being a bitch the whole time. Like, the whole reason why I haven't gotten on stage up until this point in life is the same reason I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
I'm just being a bitch the whole time. June comes around, and like 2 weeks before the show, he's like, yo, we got to postpone.
Oh.
It's going to be on September. September 20-something.
Okay.
I was like...
So you got like 2-3 more months.
Bet. That's a bet.
And you still haven't performed.
Say less.
And
now I can really buckle down and do this shit. Because I only had 2 weeks. Now I can really go ahead, buckle down and do this shit. Let me go do this shit.
Yeah.
September comes.
Still no stand-up? Did you write any jokes down? No premises?
I wrote jokes.
Oh, you had
I was
premises.
writing jokes the whole time.
Okay, good. So you had material.
That's what I'm saying. There's still shit that y'all haven't heard. Like,
bro,
I've
what's
been doing
hard
comedy
is
4
putting...
years and like, yeah.
But what's hard is knowing how to put the words together to like actually make it as funny as possible. So you ain't gonna know that by the third time.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Exactly. But the thing, the mistake that I made was, besides procrastinating, when I finally did go up, so this event was on Saturday, I went up on Monday at Red Bar.
Yeah, 1 week. 1 week. 5 days.
I went up on Tuesday at Sweet Caroline's.
And then you're like, all right.
And then I had to prepare for Saturday. Now, Monday went great. Mind you, I was last on the mic, and I was in front of like 7 people.
Okay.
But it went great.
Yeah.
I'm killing in front of these 7 people and Manny, who for whatever reason came and sat next to. There were kegs next to where we were performing with at the time.
He stayed there the whole time.
He sat on the kegs next to us. Yeah, yeah.
Like,
This was back.
This is your first
This was
time,
back when Manny was still cool. Fuck you now, Manny.
Shit.
Shout out Manny Garavito. But that's when he was still cool and actually stayed and cared about what was going on in the shows and shit. But shout out Manny Garavito. He does. But
because, damn, I was gonna say, bro, like, because it's very rare to do good your first time. That's the thing.
Yeah, I heard.
It's really hard to do good your first time. It's very rare. I did opposite. I didn't do good until like my 4th time or 5th.
But how old are you? Well, how
31.
old were you when you started?
30 or 31. I'm like 30, probably when I started.
See, I don't know. I
helps.
I knew I was always funny, and I used real life experience. The real life experiences. The joke that I opened with, I still use now.
Once I clicked that, I'm like, oh, I've killed a bunch of times in front of like friends and family and school and class. I'm like, I've done that a million times already. I'm like, oh, I just do it on stage.
Exactly.
And then you're like, oh, okay, it's not that hard. And then bombs aren't hurting as much. I just haven't bombed in front of a, well, I was talking about it earlier, Hybrid House. I kind of bombed. Well, I bombed. Now that we defined the bomb. And I bombed in front of a crowd that was pretty decent, like a good 30, 40 people crowd, and it didn't feel good.
It doesn't.
Doesn't feel good. And it makes you write jokes, and you're like, all right, that pen was pretty good, huh?
I mean, you.
I'm looking at them now. I'm like, damn, those things were fire, bro. And they tasted
good.
No.
That shit was definitely fire. Oh, he took it back?
Yeah. Oh, I put it away.
Oh, yeah, that shit was fire.
Yeah, that shit was pretty good, bro.
And so September
That's the
came.
First thing you said in 20 minutes. Yeah, we know it's good for you too.
September came. No, but he said he's not a talker. That's why I was like, I got to get somebody that I know is like, we got all.
Oh, you got to get somebody who's going to run their mouth?
That was Chris Morrison. He told him, he was just funny as fuck. But, all right.
Not like you guys just like
September.
You guys tell a whole story. By the time you're done, I forgot what you guys were talking about.
That's podcasting, dog.
I just need like quick, like.
That's podcasting. You storytelling.
September comes.
Oh yeah, September comes and I do the 2 mics, Red Bar,
and then
Sweet
Saturday's your
Caroline's.
3rd mic.
Saturday shows up.
How many of those 300 are your people? The
100,
whole city.
100.
Out of the 100 people,
Yeah,
Is that
it's like
120?
120 something.
Okay, how many of those are your people?
Okay, my girlfriend was there.
Okay.
My sister was there.
Okay.
It was about 2 coworkers and 1 former coworker and her friend.
Ooh. Okay. So you gotta get like 8 to 10. Let's go.
Oh, then 2 of the coworkers brought like 3 of their friends.
Wow. So you might have been like 12.
Oh, and of course my mom was there.
Your mom, and she speaks English. This is we're in Miami.
What the fuck?
No, we're in Miami. We're in Miami. I have to ask this question.
I'm American, bro. Both.
Okay.
I'm slave roots.
You know, I could have just.
I actually traced that back. We the slave roots. I was
gang.
Yeah, we back in South Carolina days and shit. Whatever. But
South Carolina, then.
Yeah. But yeah.
Hey, sorry about that, by the way.
Sorry about that.
I didn't have nothing to do with that.
I was about to say, this nigga said that like he found out that your family owned mine.
No.
Yeah, sorry about that, by the way.
That's funny.
I ain't got those reparations for you, but
I
got a back room, like in a little efficiency situation. If you wanna,
that's funny.
If you need some place to stay,
y'all
y'all stay with some back rooms. Where the fuck y'all always get them little rooms from?
We in those efficiency. I love.
It's always Spanish people got a little fucking
efficiency. They make money, bro. The people in front of my house. So the house to my left has like 15 people living in it. They have like bunk beds inside rooms, and then they built little efficiencies against the fence. There's like 3 of them, and then there's an RV that can't move. And then the house next to it has an RV with another efficiency in the back, and then people rent out a room. And then they use like a shower that they walk outside for and shit like that.
One house is like a whole apartment complex.
Dog, it's crazy.
It's a hostel.
So many Cubans. Bro.
3 rooms.
Oh,
it's a hostel.
Said, all right, 3 rooms. All right, we could fit 17 in here.
A couple years back, a guy died in one, in the one to the left.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
He died in his sleep. And then, like they had to tell everybody, yo, like stay the fuck away for a day or two because the police are gonna be by here. We can't have fucking.
What a way to bring the mood down.
And so how'd your set go?
So it's like the guy
so you had
died.
like 15 people there.
You're gonna say
You had my neighbors at your fucking
It
show.
was definitely.
You had all 15 Cubans.
It was.
Were they loud as well or no? Were they cheering you on or they just watched you?
My mom was at first because the bit that I told you that I still do to this day that I opened with is the moved out with my mom.
Okay.
I mean, moved out of my mom's house.
Okay.
So I opened with that, and when I was like, "Yeah, I recently moved out of my mom's house," she was like, "Thank God." I was like, "Mom, shut the fuck."
She boosted up your joke.
Shut up. Yeah, exactly.
That was
like,
funny
stop
as hell.
heckling me. Shut up.
My
what
mom
are you
was
doing?
funny as fuck too.
But yeah, and this is what got me so loose with comedy because at this point, I had my set recorded. Like I actually sat and recorded my jokes, listened to them, and memorized the shit.
Yeah, as you should.
But also, I was planning a little bit of crowd work, which I don't know what the fuck made me do that. But
crowd work as a new comic is crazy.
But the jokes that I set up got fucked up because we were on church grounds and I had plans. I thought I was opening because the lineup is fucking me, Pookie, and Larry Dog.
Yeah, so why would they put you?
I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to go first, and it's going to go up from there.
Yeah, but they don't like to go first.
It wasn't even that.
They ain't show up.
As soon as the DJ, she was supposed to be the host of the show. As soon as she gets up there, she calls up Larry Dog.
Oh, I had that happen to me in Chicken and Backwoods. They're like, yo, I brought comics for you, Adrian Hernandez.
Like all of them?
Like, here you go. Tell jokes. They're like, no setup. No
like a dry opening.
What's up, y'all? It was like that.
But not that. I mean, they had the thing, but I thought, they had like the setup or whatever, but I thought that Larry Dog was going to close.
Yeah.
He's now opening the show. And not only that, he's co-hosting the show.
Wow.
And I'm just finding this out on the fly, and I'm like, shit. Okay. Now, one of my jokes was about not being able to cuss on the church grounds and shit.
And he said that.
Wow.
This is Larry Dog. He bust that shit wide open. I was like, yo, he just took like a minute and a half.
And way better than you would have done it.
Of course.
Okay.
I just did. And it wasn't even that he addressed not being able to cuss. He just came up, hey, what's up, motherfuckers? Type shit. I was just like, okay, so
I can't say that now.
Can't say what I was going to say. Now, what the fuck? He just took a minute and a half of what the fuck I was about to say in my first 5 minutes. Man. So I went up there having.
And that'll wreck your head.
Oh, it definitely did. It absolutely did. Because I didn't know what the fuck, nigga. It's my third time on stage.
Yeah, so you're like, oh no.
And I'm in front of a whole bunch of
friends.
Exactly. Fuck the people who were there, even though they paid to be there. Yeah. Sorry for that, by the way. If any of you guys are watching,
we definitely made it 5 minutes.
Explain that.
We just made it. Yeah. But, fuck the people that were your friends.
No. No. I was talking about fuck the people, the other people.
Your mom.
The people I didn't know. Fuck them.
Oh yeah.
The people that I didn't know,
and coworkers.
Them seeing that is what made that so bad. But at the same time, after that, I was like, once again, going back to that year of studying.
Yeah.
I'm like, I already knew this was going to happen at some point. I knew that a bomb was going to happen. I didn't know it was going to happen like that. And I had so much confidence going into that fucking show.
2 back-to-back as your first 2 times, you're like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to...
Sweet Caroline went bad. I didn't say that. Sweet Caroline didn't go very well. Yeah.
You're like, so there's signs of trouble in my future.
It was, but at the same time, it was like everybody bombed at Sweet Caroline's. But also everybody had bombed at Red. Right before me, everybody bombed at Red Bar the night before as well. 7 commas before me was silent. I was surprised those 7 people were there.
Wow.
There was like a good maybe 5, 6
and those people weren't comics?
No.
Wow.
No, there were people who were just in there.
Cool.
Just probably too drunk.
Isn't that place karaoke?
Sweet Caroline's, yeah. But no, I was talking about.
Bye, Victor.
Be easy, boss. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, no, I'm talking about Red Bar.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Red Bar just had 7 people just sitting there watching.
Nice.
Now this is 7 people, including probably 5 in the crowd. I know it was a couple, and then the bartenders, and then Manny. But I don't think I counted Manny in that 7 people. I always stick with 7. Whatever. It wasn't that many people in that motherfucker. But Sweet Caroline was packed, but everybody was bombing that night. It was just bad. But also, I didn't think that the guys who were there were that funny anyway. So I was just I'm expecting this. I'm about to go up there and kill.
Yeah, because
watch this.
Yeah, right.
Same shit.
Yeah, right.
And then once again, I tried crowd work, and I don't know why. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. That went horribly. But yeah, I just went into I went into that show with so much fucking confidence.
And then your mom was there, your sister, everybody, your coworkers, was there. People you're gonna see tomorrow.
Everybody.
And it's gonna be the talk. I went to Jay's, or they might not want to talk about it. And then it's hard to get people out again. They're like, man, I gotta watch
exactly.
Yeah. I don't know if I could
man. Exactly.
Yeah, but if you show them a good time,
let me know about the next one. I am letting you know about the next one.
That's the thing, though. I was just like I wasn't really destroyed because at the same time I kept in mind, like I said,
who else was there that night? Oh yeah, well Pookie and they killed
Pookie and Larry.
I haven't met Pookie.
Of course. Yeah, Pookie and
that's JP's
Larry killed. Yeah. It was actually a moment on stage. I did the bit that probably fucked me up. It was just some shit I had made up about putting my girl's toothbrush in the toilet.
When she gets you mad?
Nah, but I looked up because everybody was like, "Ugh," which is what I liked. Yeah. I wanted that reaction.
I did that. I like the girls.
I like that, but I look up and fucking Pookie is walking through the crowd and he's like, "Yo, no, don't do that." Kill that, take that out. And I was like, "Oh shit!" And that made me panic because I'm like, "Oh, what the fuck?" But yeah, that shit was
Armand. You guys want to hear a funny comedy story?
You did good your first couple times, too, right?
Yeah. So
how was your first time? You did the improv, right? Your first time?
I signed up. I signed up.
That happens every once in a while because if you don't know the scene, you just go, where can I do comedy? The only places that come up are the Comedy Inn and the Improv. And then you check the Improv's calendar, open mic night. And then you're like, oh, you got to bring 7 people. I did. That's how I looked it up the first time.
Improv.
So I found Taurus.
Open mic. Okay.
But, bro, I've been wanting to do that forever,
Me too. I've been wanting to, and I was always scared. And then that's why I would do the other podcasts to, get balls. And then, 5 years ago, I went to Taurus. And I had, a premise and a half. They were bad too, and then bombed my ass off, and I waited till like 2 o'clock in the morning because that was back then when that was like the only mic.
Right.
And Tarno was there hosting the mic. I remember him, and he's like, "Just how it is, bud. You know, you just got to do it." And
That's
then,
So
and
what?
then I was like, never again. And then I took shrooms, and then like one of the things that was bothering me was like, bro, you're gonna let that be the definition of you wanting to do comedy, and I always wanted to do it, and people always like, you should do it, whatever.
So you bombed and was like, fucking, I'm not doing it again?
Really bad. I was like, I'm never doing this again. And then, and then, you know, like after I did that shit, I was like, I started just looking up mics, and then I just started hanging out, and then I ran into Jay Moreno, and he was like, you're a bitch. You know, I got to go up. And I got up. And
Yeah.
it took me like 2 weeks to do good.
So basically,
So you went to the improv.
I signed up for the improv, and then I was like, okay,
You brought
this
7
day
friends.
I procrastinated. Like,
As you should, as a comic.
It's a scary thing, bro.
I signed up, like 2 months before I signed up, and then I was like, I need to go do a mic and
Did
do
you
a few
know any
before.
mics where you could go and do?
Well, yeah, I like would go to Hybrid House.
Oh, because you live by there.
And
Oh, that's
then
right.
I would look at the little ad on Instagram, and then it would say like open mic after.
Yeah.
So on one of the shows, like I went to one, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this one, and then I was like, shit, okay.
You didn't
I'm
do
like,
it.
no. And then the next one, I was like, bro, I had everything written down, and I told my mom, like I told my
Voy a
mom.
ser cómica.
I was like, no, it was a surprise. We just
let's
went
go.
to the
Oh,
show,
yeah,
whatever.
your mom was
And
there
then
that
I
night,
went
too.
to-
I forgot.
I went to Raul, and I was like, hey, look, can I go up? He goes, yeah, okay, we have
I
one
love
more
Raul.
comic.
Shout out to Raul.
Yeah, shout out to Raul.
Yeah,
Bro,
shout
what
out- shout
love
out to
that guy,
Raul.
bro. He's
And
putting
then
money in my pocket, man.
He
That's the guy.
put me up, bro, and he was like, he told me a story. He was like, oh, is this your first time?
Raul Hernandez.
Yeah.
Raul Hernandez,
Oh,
shout out.
There's a lot of Rauls.
Do the face. Do the face.
What face?
Do Raul. Imitate Raul. Can you?
Guys,
Yeah.
welcome to Hybrid House.
You gotta do a dad joke.
What we have going now is a pachanga.
he's like, yeah. If it's more than 20 people.
All right, guys.
So
We have a
pariga.
pachanga going on now.
That's funny.
Oh, that's
funny.
when he
That's
do that
funny.
whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah, I still
So-
don't know.
So I went up there, and he told
he's
me
so nice, bro.
for my 4 minutes I did good compared to he was
Yeah.
comparing me to Bill Burr. He said Bill Burr shat his
Oh yeah.
pants in his first time. So I did that, and then the next Monday I did Thank You Miami, and then the show was Wednesday at the Improv.
Wow. So you
And
did two
I
sets.
won the turkey thing.
Yeah,
It
that's
was the
right.
most votes.
Yeah, I did
That was
hear about
fire.
that.
And what was
Yeah.
your set?
Miami jokes. I
Good.
made.
Miami jokes. That's a good. You know what, bro? A lot of comics feel like they're too good for shit, but like, bro, you gotta use what you can when you can. Especially if you need to be a hack in the beginning, be a hack, bro. Get your
You're
confidence
supposed
up.
to be. What you mean?
Yeah, get your confidence
You
up. bro.
talking about? You talking
Alright,
about?
just
the
double
little-
checking and making sure I'm by myself.
Bro,
today.
you know, you want to hear a funny story? I've always loved comedy, but it's a random
It's
story.
a
but-
podcast. We always want to hear a funny
Yeah.
story.
So let's go. All right.
Ooh,
Like a long time ago, my dad took us on a cruise, bro. I'm talking about like the early 2000s. I was super young, right? So he took me and my sister,
5, 6,
bro,
7,
like 9, 8.
Okay, so you can remember it. Kinda.
Yeah, I can remember. I remember it vividly, bro. Vivid. You don't remember a story like this. So we went on the cruise, me, him, and my sister, right? So it was around that time. He was like, so we can contact each other. Let's get walkie-talkies. It was like on the walkie Radio Shack. Remember Radio
Just
Shack,
in
bro?
case pirates come, go
He was
go
like-
to Channel 5.
Yeah, literally. He would look at the back and be like, this is a mile radius. We're good. We're in a boat, all right? All right, so we have
He speaks
walkie-talkies.
English?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was super drunk, right? And my sister was like, she made friends with some girls, so they were hanging out. So I was hanging out with my dad, and they have one of those comedians,
Matching swim trunks?
probably.
Let me ask you if they did this one joke. Did they do the joke about if they took a Viagra and their dick was hard, would they not call out doctor? Because, you know, they say after 4 hours, call the doctor.
Bro,
He's
I
like,
don't remember that.
Okay. All right, my bad. Because I went to a cruise and, like, I seen, like, 3 comedians and they did the same joke.
All right, so the
Word.
Yeah.
so the
That's funny.
comedian is this old Beethoven-looking guy
Okay.
with like long
The
hair.
dog or the artist?
Huh?
The
The
dog.
dog or the composer?
No, he looked.
Not the dog, though.
Oh, that's
the
funny
artist.
as
The,
hell.
the composer?
Yes.
Gotcha.
So he's all right. He's doing his comedy. My dad is like drunk as fuck, bro. Like embarrassing, like heckler type. Whatever.
Man.
So my dad's heckling the guy, and he comes up to the table because we're like kind of in the front row.
And you're like
So-
like at Disneyland
So he
looking
comes
at.
up, and he looks, and he grabs a drink, and he goes, "What are you drinking, sir?" My dad's like, "Oh, Coca-Cola," and he goes and he grabs a drink, and he goes, "Rum and Coke, all right." And then he's like, they're talking to my dad, heckling, and the walkie-talkie goes off.
Oh.
The walkie-talkie
no.
goes off, and he's like, "Hey,
What's this?
like being funny. Give me that. What is that? Can I see that?" And he gets it, bro. And I'm telling you, there's probably like 150 people there. So
out of everybody.
he gets the thing, and he goes, "Who is this?" It's my daughter, man. And he's like, "Hello, sorry to inform you that your father's a little busy right now." And he puts it to the mic, and she goes, "Who the fuck is this?"
And they're clean.
And he goes,
You gotta be clean on
and he went,
The family was right.
Sir, turn it off.
Yeah. That's funny. That's funny. The family was you definitely
How
supposed
did
to
your
be clean.
sister?
Bro, my sister was like, we're 4 years apart, so she must have been like
Oh, so
13, 14.
Right.
Who the fuck is
I know
this?
she killed her.
Bro, that was probably the funniest joke.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, bro.
she
'cause
killed. I know
those,
she
those
killed.
guys have to be clean, squeaky clean, bro.
Yeah, that, well,
But
was,
they
it,
make
was it the
money.
family show? Well, the
Yeah,
way
it
that
was
he
a
reacted,
family show.
yeah, it
I
was a
was
family
sitting
show,
there,
yeah.
so-
Bro, it's not a bad gig, bro. You know, if you can be clean, you
Oh,
can do
no,
that.
hell no, because
Yeah,
I
you
could
can.
not be clean. Well, I mean,
You could be clean with your crowd work, bro.
the thing, I don't know, because I don't think about what
you
I'm
can
saying.
still talk about cheating on a cruise ship, right? Because that's basically what that's for.
I guess.
See, that's the thing. What it depends on what they
Honey, I'm
consider.
gonna go get a massage and then you
clean.
fucking
Does that mean I can't talk about sex, or I just can't say dick and pussy?
It's probably
Exactly.
PG-13.
PG-13, I would say.
I don't know what
You
that
can
means.
probably curse once.
Yeah,
I've
You
heard.
got
I was
one
about to say
fuck.
because
You got one
I was
fuck.
gonna say I've heard fuck in a PG-13 before, so I don't know what that means exactly.
They're actually allowed to only say one.
Yeah, so I've heard.
Bro. Well, speaking of walkie-talkies, I used to be part of this thing called Police Explorers, right? And it's like ROTC, but for like police, and it's after school or on the weekend shit. You do a lot of community service, and mostly you park car. Like you tell people, hey, park here, park here. And then one time they gave us like walkie-talkies on an event, and we didn't think we were on the same channel as everybody else. And we're like, "Fuck you, little motherfuckers! Fuck that! Look my dick!" And they're like, "Is this a Police Explorers?" And then we're too stupid to not say anything like "fuck you, bitch," and then like hang up. We were like, "Just stay quiet." But like, that's not my problem. I mean,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that happened, and it just
Yeah,
it's
they're like,
just
"Is this
in the
the
window.
Police Explorers?" They're like, we were bad, bro. We had weed in the ceiling, alcohol. That was the first time I smoked weed at that building. Shout out
Yeah, don't shut
JD
them
Red
up.
Park.
We used
The
to
day-
smoke weed
the
in middle
night,
school.
The night that the Bears played the Colts on the Super Bowl. That's the night it happened.
Oh wow.
The night you lost your smoking virginity.
Yeah. And remember, I don't know about you, Jay. They used
Shit,
to
I
do a
don't
lot
know
of.
what the fuck I was doing.
They used to do a lot of shotguns back in the day. Do you remember that or no?
Yes.
And then I was like,
They
"Where
do
you
it
going
back
with your
then.
homemate? It's gay as hell." Bro.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
damn,
yeah,
smoking
No,
is pretty gay.
y'all
bro.
used to do that shit back in the day. Well, actually, no, I can't even say that because I didn't start smoking until I was 18.
Good.
And yeah, I was
21 is even like better, bro. Because I see a lot of the people that smoke after 21, like they're chill about it.
Well,
You know?
I wasn't even regular at 18. I didn't start doing it regularly until 26.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, because I didn't like it at first, and I
Yeah.
would kind of do it socially. I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like going out in public for sure, and that's what I used to do with my dog, who smoked.
Good.
The only person I used to
Yeah.
smoke with, we roll up and go to the fucking club. Didn't like that.
Yeah, but at home you're chilling.
Yeah, well, we was just
You're
chilling.
starting to like
yeah,
it,
it was
'cause
cool.
You could just sit on the couch and.
Right.
You
So
don't have to interact with anybody.
yeah, but this is early 20s, so I was more of a drinker though.
Oh yeah.
Man, I used to love getting fucked up.
I don't like drink.
I still
wish
like getting
I
fucked
wish
up.
I
That shit just
smoked.
hit differently.
I wish I smoked as much as I drink, because like I'll have like maybe one beer let's say Monday through Thursday, I have one drink, and then on Friday I'll have 2 or 3.
This nigga lying.
I'm like, yeah.
Multiply by 5.
Yeah, I was about to say times 4.
This nigga lying.
But let's say there's once a month that I really go at it one night, and I'm just like. So I wish I smoked as much as that. Like,
well, I was always social. There was only one time where I used to get fucked up by myself, and that was right after my 21st birthday.
Yeah.
When I got a few bottles for my birthday. So what was left over from the party and shit. Yeah, I was like I gave my best friend a whole bottle.
Nice.
Of E&J because that shit was disgusting. But everything else, I was just killing that shit myself, just drinking I wasn't working and shit, so I'm just getting fucked up.
Were you is it true? I don't know if you wanna. We can edit this out. Did you work at Walmart?
That's personal.
All right.
No, I'm just playing.
Were those coworkers from that set that you did from Walmart?
Yeah, actually.
Oh, no.
Two of them
bad.
was, and then the former coworker.
Okay, I used to work at Alorica, the call center, so I assume that it's very.
The other coworker was from when I worked at Alorica.
Okay.
That's funny.
Bro, so I might have known you from there. I worked.
We never met.
I worked at the Mover. I worked at Movers.
I don't know you, son.
I worked at Movers, the moving department of DirecTV.
Oh hell no, I didn't know you motherfuckers.
And then I applied for sales, but I didn't make the cut.
I was doing sales. How long ago did you? Damn. So maybe we were
9 years ago. 9.
Oh shit! Hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So we talking like. 14,
Do you fit?
13,
is that
14?
when we got Alorica bodies, bro? When people look at us, bro, they're like, yeah, he work at a call center, bro. He got a headset. I know this dude. If you come,
I don't even.
We
know
both got Crocs on. You can't see this, but we both got Crocs on. I'm in shorts. He's in sweatpants.
I have no problem showing my Crocs.
And this is how you would go dressed to Alorica.
I would, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Yeah,
Alorica, bro. Like, I don't know how I wasn't smoking weed when I worked there. That would have made that experience so much better.
Matter of fact,
I wasn't
it's
smoking
funny.
weed.
Conversation coming full circle. That's when I became a fucking pothead.
Wow.
Working at goddamn Alorica.
Yeah. That place would make it happen, bro.
I got really cool bad. With some. I got cool with some weed heads out there.
And there's some good food spots around there. Color bit that little area. That little section,
for sure.
You got like a Jamaican spot. You got a pizza spot.
They're opening Raising Cane's.
I don't know if La Granja is still there. There's a La Granja there. Fire.
I don't know.
They're opening a Raising Cane's there.
We got a Raising Cane's down here. I ate there yesterday.
It's just a knockoff Chick-fil-A, bro.
Yeah, it's like a not better Chick-fil-A. It's just but the chicken tenders are fire. Like they're thick chicken tenders. They're like the Publix ones.
That's what I'm saying. For that, you go to Publix.
Yeah, and with good French fries. That's all.
I hate fucking. Why? Well, no. See,
and their sauce is like mayonnaise and ketchup mixed together.
I hate going anywhere and getting fucking Publix tenders.
That's what
I'm
they
like.
are.
Why do you have Publix tenders?
And they actually,
wait a minute. Are you saying Publix deli tenders or like just the ones that you can get out of the freezer?
No, deli tenders.
Oh no, because I've been places
those
where
are good. The ones that they make the pub subs out of.
Oh yeah, they're good.
That's the Raising Cane's.
But
tenders.
nah, fuck that. That's not what I came here for.
Yeah.
I can go to Publix if I want that. I want Raising Cane's tenders. You feel me?
But like,
I don't know. I'm particular about food. Not really.
You know what y'all have down there is y'all have Miami Grill.
I lied real quick.
You have Miami. I mean, he seen. Oh shit, this is on camera.
Not even.
Not even.
I just thought about what I said. I'm particular about certain things, but I'm not particular about food. Like I'm particular about certain things about food. I'll say that. But nah, I can't say I'm particular about food.
You know what you have down there is the Miami Grill.
That's
a low key
have
fire.
Never bought anything from I've had Miami Grill before, but I've never gone to Miami Grill and gotten anything.
It's a low key fire. One of the most fire.
That's what I hear, but I've always had it cold. It's only been like twice.
Oh wow, bro! Because they got Philly subs that taste really good.
Nah,
they got onion rings.
Oh, matter of fact, I think I did get some. Nah, see, fuck that. Nah,
bro,
if you want Philly subs, yeah, I do.
Oh, but you got that sub shop that's right there, the Mr. Green or something, or what is it?
Mr. Green.
Yeah,
are you
bro,
talking
I paid $17.
My dude was holding that shit in.
He just finished hitting the vape. That whole time was like
he just taking one long ass pull.
Raising Cane's.
That shit was some bullshit, bro.
Bro,
That's some
raising-
bullshit.
I told the ladies like I got six the 6 tenders with a large drink, $17. One of those tenders and a half was for my Chihuahua, but you know.
See, no,
And then,
if you can give the shit to you.
No, I gotta give her medicine. I've been feeding her medicine.
First of all, you gonna give her ass worms, nigga. You tripping?
What? No, she be go ahead, bro. You're good.
Where the fuck you going?
He's late for something else.
Yeah, I was about to
grab it out
say.
the cooler.
He's like, my bad, bro. I forgot I gotta get to work real quick.
Nah, cause I gotta give her medicine with food, you know, and I can't force her to eat her dog food.
Yes, you can.
No, because I don't. With that small dog, you can't really like feed them at a certain time because their stomach is so small that they'll get hungry again throughout. No, you're good. You're it's. That's a fire. That's a very Miami Star Wars shirt. Yeah, yeah, very.
I didn't realize it was
Yeah,
Star
it looks-
Wars.
Yeah, look at that.
That shit is dope.
Yeah, we got 3 waters so far.
That's cool.
Yeah. If you're a comic, you get a $15 credit when you come and do my podcast. So, and that's a lot of papers. That's
Wait,
a
that's
discount even.
$15 individually
Credit.
or $15
individually.
total?
Individually. So you what's
that's
his name?
dope.
Chris Robertson bought a tray, and so he used that as a credit.
I was gonna say, how
You
much
know.
is that anime thing?
Yeah, check it out. I think some of them are like $25. So you gotta pay like $10 and you got one. You know.
No, I don't pay for shit.
Oh, that's funny.
Didn't we talk about that?
No,
I
that's
thought,
funny.
I thought,
That's
I thought we
funny.
spoke about that.
That's so
I thought
funny.
we spoke about that.
Shit. But
Nah,
yeah,
that's
bro.
what's up, though.
So all right, so you did comedy the first couple times. You did good at Hybrid House, and you did good.
No, I bombed at Thank You Miami on
Thank
that
You,
Monday.
really? Oh,
'Cause
Thank You-
Hybrid was
Thank
on a
You used to be
Thursday.
The shit, bro. Thank You is still the shit. But like there was a time, bro, that was like one of those crowds that you couldn't bomb in front of them. Dog. Like it was hard to bomb in front of Thank You.
Yeah, I love Thank You.
If
up
Thank You, if there's
until-
people in Thank You, it's hard to bomb in Thank You.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's true.
Unless it's right after a baseball game. Which,
Yeah. And they're just fucking beard
They're
out.
fucking assholes.
Did you
Yeah.
see that last time?
Yeah.
Nigga, yeah, I experienced that last time. I mean, I'm not mad because like I was saying, y'all got. I say y'all, not you personally, but comics just in general just have to be comfortable in certain situations. I never have a problem controlling the crowd.
Yeah.
But in like a situation like after that game there, at first, when they first came in and they realized the show was going on, everything was fine. But once the show was going on,
Yeah.
nigga, I went 8th on the fucking showcase.
Oh, that was last Friday. Was that last
I
Friday?
think, about 2 weeks ago, I think.
That was when like
After
like
the
it was
Mets
like
and the
10
Marlins.
people on the main show.
It was the Mets and the Marlins.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that was wild.
And everybody
I didn't
came
get on
over
the
there.
mic
And the
until
beginning
I-
of the show was great. Everything at the beginning of the show was dope as shit. I watched the first couple comics. They had their good sets. Everything was dope. But by the time I went up there, the people at the bar didn't give a fuck about shit. And anytime I get up there, regardless of how rowdy the crowd is, I take my pause and I analyze the crowd. Usually that's going to get them quiet. That gets them paying attention. For the people who wanted to pay attention, that happened. The people at the bar, they didn't give a fuck. And they were still rowdy.
way
They got a
too
little
loud.
quieter. And from then, I started talking, hey, how you doing? I started talking to the people at the bar. But even from then, like the people who wanted to pay attention started paying attention. And the ones who didn't, that was just it. But the ones who didn't were so fucking loud that it fucked up the rest of the goddamn set. But I had everybody that was in the front, the people who were down at the bottom. But the people at the bar were so fucking loud.
You couldn't
That I
fight
couldn't-
them. You couldn't beat them.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Yeah.
Like I was still,
That was my-
talking to the people that I had though, and they were laughing. We were having a good time, but it was still that big ass distraction. I couldn't give them that full energy. And as soon as I got off, I saw Dean Roch there. I'm like, oh, that was fun.
He was there.
He was like, huh, that didn't look fun.
"Oh,
I'm like, bro, no, it was fine. I couldn't give the energy that I usually would because obviously I'm battling these assholes in the back.
Mm-hmm.
But I did what I could to get them there, obviously. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell them shut the fuck up. when
Yeah.
they didn't come for the
And
comedy
that-
show.
yeah,
and
they
they're
that's
paying
came.
customers.
Yeah,
Didn't you go up that night?
I went up.
talked
I
that
was
night.
hosting the open mic, I think, that night.
No. Dina took over. Remember?
Oh, Dina?
Dina took over. No, that wasn't that night. That
I
wasn't.
think
that
I
night.
hosted
Oh
that.
well, that was another night.
That was another night. Yeah.
They were bad.
I think Adrian did. No, Sai took over that night.
Okay.
The night that the night I'm talking about. Wait,
I think I did it that night.
the Mets and Marlins. It was after the Mets and Marlins.
I think
game.
because it was a late. Even a few people showed up. You're like, God damn, bro. It was they're like, man, there's the mic didn't start till like 11:30 or something like that. I hosted it that time.
Yeah. It was a late show. There was only supposed to be 4 people. Well, there was 4 people on the flyer, and like I said, I went 8th on the fucking main show, and I was one of the people on the flyer. So
That was crazy. That's how it gets crazy like that sometimes. And thank you. That's why we gotta appreciate when we have. That's why when you go, that's why it's important to do these shows. That way, when you go to the real deal comedy clubs, it's like T-ball.
You're
That's
like, what I'm saying. Find
You
your
just
fucking
gotta-
comfort in any situation, even if they were fucking silent, even if the bar was quiet and I didn't have it, or I had all their attention, but they were just sitting there, just quiet the whole time. You gotta find your comfort in that shit, and if you can't, that's
and you gotta know that you're like, oh, it wasn't my fault. This time it was the crowd. Like there's nothing I could do. Because sometimes, bro, like if you let yourself get in your own head, it'll go bad. You'll be like, hell no, I can't do this. Fuck this shit.
I don't know. I go back and forth between blaming the crowd and the reality is you're not gonna be able to please everybody.
Well, I had some. It's funny every once in a while because like you'll have jokes that are kill everywhere, and then every once in a while you'll see that one lady that's like, ugh,
bro,
in the crowd, and that's hilarious.
The
They're
best
like, oh,
night,
if you didn't like that, you're not gonna like what's coming next.
right. The best night that I had comedy wise happened at Red Bar one night. Packed fucking room. I remember I tried 2 new bits that night. I closed with one of them. The shit still killed. Everything in that set worked perfectly. I got off of fucking stage shaking and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, that's the kind of feeling
was
I
that
want
early?
every fucking time. This was about
A few months in.
a little less than a year. Because I took a break in April during my first year, and this was right after I came back. When my passion was at its height, I was like, "Oh yeah, I knew for sure." When I took that break, I was like, "I want to get back to fucking."
You feel bad. It's funny when you
yeah,
don't
for
do.
sure.
It's
It
funny,
wasn't an
feels
intentional
like,
break. I just wasn't in time.
It feels like when you're not working out and you're like, you start feeling guilty for not going to the gym.
Right.
You
Type
start feeling
shit.
guilty.
Actually, I wouldn't know, but yeah.
Like if you don't do a set in a week, like after 3 days and you haven't done a set, you're like, damn, bro, I need to go out there. I'm gonna get rusty.
I'm getting rusty.
Exactly. Like if I might not be funny
anymore. It starts
anymore.
like a bad cycle, bro. You can get into like some depression if you.
But
don't
you
continue.
and then you like miss the people.
Yeah,
You
no,
miss,
you're like,
hearing
damn, I haven't-
Oh,
laughter.
for sure,
Yeah,
for sure,
yeah.
for sure.
Especially our year, we started with a lot of. When I started, a lot of people started at the same time. Sean Kent started right before me, then I started.
Yeah, it was a
A
lot.
lot of there was like a
motherfuckers
renaissance,
came out of
renaissance of like a lot of people started.
these
Psy,
motherfuckers came out of nowhere.
like,
I
Psy,
just started
Chris
popping
Morrison,
up at places. I'm
yeah.
like, who are these fucking
Yeah. And then you earn. Then when you finally kill in front of the older comics for the first time, you do good. You're like, yes.
people? Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah,
I'm
man,
here
it's-
too. I'm here
it's-
too.
I'm in
You're
the
like in the
building.
UFC, like, yo, there's a new kid in town. I'm here too. I got jokes too.
I told the seniors, which none of them. Damn, that's crazy.
Who were the seniors to you? Because you're like the seniors. Not that you're old, but you're like
that's what I'm
you're
saying.
like the older generation to
That's
us.
what I'm saying. Like
To me and
that's-
Armand,
the seniors, none of them are here right now.
they're already.
Well, actually, no, some of
That's
them are
what
here.
you're gonna. That's your next step too.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing.
You're already
The
good enough to
steps-
hit those big cities, though.
That's
dog.
the problem.
You need
though.
to just get your
You
funds
gotta
and go.
fucking that's the fucking funds are the other issue. But the real problem is everybody from down here ends up leaving, going somewhere else.
To a bigger
we
market.
don't have.
With the market, we have the people here.
We don't have an OG presence though in our scene, to where. Like you have those guys who actually like in other scenes. You have the guys who dwell
that mentor us,
and they still dwell with among us when they're not doing anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most of our senior comics are still like local. They're not touring comedians.
But even if they're like Kyle Grooms, he's toured worldwide. He's not a household name because he's not on TV and shit like that, but comic wise, he's successful. He does his thing, but he's not one of the guys that's in. You know,
and we don't have a real deal comedy club. Like we don't have a real deal comedy club.
I think that's one of the main reasons. Manny is doing a great job.
We don't have a comedy club that does
a place that we have to perform, but we don't have like a hub that we can go to.
That does like 3-4 shows a night.
Which is crazy because I mean
we have the people for it.
A place like Villain or Just the Funny should take that mantle, but I don't know the story.
I don't know how Just the Funny is not doing like they can do comedy. Like they could fix their Friday night comedy show they could help us out because they just like a Saturday night they could do a Friday night comedy show right before the improv show. It ends, and then you go to the improv show. You get me? Or, you know, it could be an open mic, but it's dangerous because you can let some fool go up there and, you know, say whatever the fuck. And you're like, then you lose them for the improv show, you know? So it's dangerous. But Just the Funny can easily
I mean, you can have a mic after the improv show if that's the
Bro,
if
so
that's
you
what
know
you're worried about.
What's the key to that then is that we got to start just like the other people are doing it to the don't tell type shows, you know, like Precept. Like here, we're probably gonna do a show here one day, most likely. And
he said, "Fuck no."
Like, hell no, not
was that to you, or was that just incredible timing? Not on my shift. I'm not working.
No.
7
close at 7.
It's like 3 of you is enough.
I'm going home at 7. I don't know what you talking about.
We're gonna talk about doing like a special 420 thing, but I don't think I have enough time to prep for it and do the give it justice. You know?
This was the 420 shit that you was telling me about, right?
There was that we could do something here.
Okay, cool.
But like here, there's a lot of other smoke shops that wants to do shows. I know one in Coconut Grove that wants to do a speakeasy type show. You know, you're already on that level, Jay, that you should be like either start touring on your that's what was that group? The 3 guys on the bus?
Oh, Supreme.
We're supposed to be doing, you know? Like, either you should be...
Scheme Supreme.
Scheme Supreme. Shout out to them.
Shout out my guys.
They, you're on that level because you do a lot of shows at Villains, but, like, I guess that's what's your next... What do you feel like? Yeah, I see that. I'm trying to get my foot in there.
You'll never get your foot in there.
As long as I'm there.
Villain is fun.
No, you just gotta be cool. You know, they're obviously LGBT friendly, so you can't go in there gay bashing. They have the reputation for being PC, but they're not PC. They don't give a fuck what you say. Just don't gay bash.
Yeah, I got
obviously no F bombs.
Oh really? Oh, okay.
Oh really?
Not fuck the other one.
Yeah, the other one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
that wasn't in my vocabulary.
I actually said it one time.
On
by
there?
the time I got up, and this is probably like my no less than the 6th time performing there. Okay. And by the time I got on stage, they were like, "Great set, love you. Listen, don't ever say that again." This is a text on my phone. I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
Oh, sure enough, my bad. And it wasn't even towards anybody. It was.
Yeah, he just said it like.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, basically saying it about myself, but funny. Yeah, they were like, "Yeah, don't ever say that word again."
This like Ecuadorian dude, or you know, some Southern American dude was on the mic on Exit 1 saying the N word. He said like three times before like Raul jumped up there and I was like, "Yo, cut it out." He's like, "Oh my bad."
When was this?
Yeah, and there's only one black lady in the crowd, right? And then he's like, "Should I at the end of the set?" He was like, "Should I go up to her and apologize?" I'm like, "No, dude, that would make it like 10 times worse." So like, hey,
that would definitely
I didn't mean
make
it.
worse.
Like I didn't mean it towards you. That's just the way I talk. It's hilarious.
See, that's the thing. As a comic, I can't get mad. As a black dude, it's like it depends on the situation.
What do you feel is like your next step?
Me?
Yeah,
Porn. For sure.
that's funny.
For sure.
Funny. I mean, it's funny because you can put with a few $1,000s, you can put your own set together. You know, because you could do amateur porn and just use your phone.
Yeah,
So you
but
really just gotta
my
pay for your
camera on
artist.
my iPhone doesn't work. So
Oh damn! Really?
I'm at a setback. Yeah, for sure.
As a
Well,
comic, that's a real setback. You can't
it
even
works
share.
when it wants to. Because I literally just recorded my set at the
Wow.
Globe on Thursday, but I woke up this morning trying to take a picture and it didn't work.
Nothing.
It works when it wants to. Yeah, I need to go get it fixed, but at the same time, I'm like, whatever. And then I have an Android that I also take with me
Okay.
that I record my sets with.
He's got like the equivalent of the TV that's got a speaker and the TV that got audio. Like, turn it to
Got
the
the
same.
motherfuckers hooked up.
You gotta change it to the same channel.
Or like when you need two remotes, one to change the channel, one
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
volume.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, man.
You were around Armand when like TV was still a piece of furniture.
Yeah, bro. When it was
Yeah.
3D, when the TVs were actually.
Sick of talking about nigga like my grandma living room don't have
No,
a
bro.
big
With the
ass
newer
big screen
comedians.
that
All right,
don't
you
work
want to
no
hear
more.
something crazy?
That's turned into
I
a
was born
fucking coffee
in
table.
the 90s. You were born in what age, Armand?
93.
And you, Jay? In the 90s?
89.
89. Okay.
I made the 80s baby.
So okay, 30.
Hey.
So
how's it going?
so we're in our 30s now, right? 30 minus.
Speak for yourself. I'm still in my 20s.
Okay, so me and you are in our 30s now, right? Or no, you're
Not
about
yet.
90. I'm
29.
in my 30s now, right?
See, then there
So
was
like
one.
30 years ago from the 90s was the 60s, right?
Uh-huh.
So we're in the 60s of our generation, like we're in the 60s. We're the 60s. We were born in the 60s of this generation.
I know what he's saying.
You got me?
Mathematically,
How did you
wise.
think of that?
That's being high.
That's-
And then
that's
step
some hot
one,
shit.
step one, and then you're like, "Fuck, dog." That sent me down a crisis. I was like, "No."
You know what
I've
I
wasted so
randomly
much time.
We're pretty much boomers.
You
Yeah.
know what I randomly looked up yesterday? What songs were on the top 10
When you were born,
when the day I was born?
what song?
Straight Up by Paula Abdul was the
Straight
number
Up.
one song in
Wow.
America.
How does the song go?
Straight up, tell me, do you really want
Oh, that's a fire song. That's J. Cole's thing.
Oh, yeah,
A
that's
remix.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. That nigga said that's J. Cole's thing. Actually, it's Paula Abdul's.
Yeah.
Shout out Queen.
Bro,
But,
he
yeah.
was J. Cole was really doing his Kanye West thing with his samples, because then he had the workout song too from Kanye's that he ripped off at the end. Kanye did like kind of a skittish type thing at the end of the workout song, and then he used that piece of a beat to like make a whole another song of it. That shit's wild.
Yeah, man. The
That's why I love
motherfuckers are-
Daft Punk, bro. Like,
the motherfuckers are talented. You can do some crazy shit with them
Yeah.
sounds, man.
Yeah.
If you have an ear for it,
yeah,
for sure.
that's like
I
when
done heard
comics
some shit
hear a
that fucks with my
joke.
souls.
It's like when comics hear somebody's premise, you're like, oh, if I would have thought of that premise, I could have like done this and this and then. That's when you give them tags, you know. But like, why don't you?
Yeah,
try to go this way?
right. Yeah, it's so many things. I was like, fuck, why didn't I think of it like that? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Don't you get mad when you listen to a podcast and you're like, fuck, no, I can't say that. If I would have come up with that myself, you're like, damn, I would have. Because you know you got to keep it 100 to yourself. Like, you know, because if you start stealing jokes, bro, or like premises, you're
Oh,
like,
yeah, for sure, for
you're
sure.
going to just feel empty
But
inside.
it's different though. Well, I'm not gonna say it's different. The problem I come across sometimes is that the premise will be the same,
yeah.
but the punchlines are completely off because
Yeah.
you just take them in a different direction.
Yeah.
But I get nervous.
Yeah,
When
that's
it's
a
the same premise,
Yeah,
you know
it's
what I'm
weird
saying?
when it's. But that's the thing. Like everybody's gotta have a dick joke, so you gotta think about
Right,
it that
exactly.
way.
You have to think of your own unique spin on it.
I wanted
that's,
to. I wanted to say hello too. That's crazy.
She was looking when I said it.
Yeah.
She was like,
Um,
how are you? But yeah, no, it's
yeah. So that's the thing. Like everybody has. Eventually, you're gonna cross that. You're like, damn, that's funny. I never thought about it that way. And that's your take on that subject.
right,
You get me?
right. I mean, the thing is, there's so many fucking comics.
Yeah. And
And
then especially
while
if you're a
they're-
topical.
Right. While there are plenty of topics, plenty of things to talk about, like, is it really?
Everybody's in a relationship. Look,
Yeah,
everybody has a
really?
relationship. If you're a guy, you're gonna talk about your dick. If you're a girl, you're talking about your pussy. That's the same shit. You're gonna talk about dating, so that's the same thing about relationship. You're gonna talk about your job.
You're gonna talking about sex, period.
You're gonna talk about having sex. Period.
Trending topics.
You're gonna talk
If
about
you
whatever's
have-
on the news.
If you have drugs, see,
Yep.
that depends on
Oh
the
yeah,
comics.
if you're a weed guy, if you're a weed person.
or anything, because it could be
Yeah.
like concerning mental health if they're on medication or
Yeah.
something. Like, well, at least nowadays
Exactly.
that's more popular.
And then if you're like a depressed comic like me, suicide's a big one. Everybody's got suicide jokes.
Shameless plugs over here. Suicide coming soon. Watch out for
Yeah.
that.
I haven't done suicide jokes in a minute.
I have one suicide bit.
Oh,
I'm not
Sai's
even
got a
gonna-
suicide bit he's working on now. He's like, I got a radio voice, but I don't have the type of radio voice you think. I got a suicide hotline radio voice. I'm like, that's funny as hell. And then he was like, I really test them though and see if they're just faking it. Cause after getting their information, what I do is I put them on hold for a couple minutes and put on My Chemical Romance. And get back on the line after the song's over. Like, hey, you still there?
That's funny.
I was like, damn, he was working it out yesterday. I'm like, that's a funny premise, bro. And then, so like everybody's gonna, if you're depressed, you're gonna talk about depression. And then, so everybody's gonna jump around the same topics, bro.
I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. I talk about
And then it's fun.
Fucking
But
a
if
lot.
you just talk about what happens to you, you're usually good, bro. Like individual shit that just happens to you on a daily.
yeah, that's what I try. That's what I try to focus on
water,
more.
Jake?
Yeah, for sure, appreciate it. But that's definitely what I try to focus on more. Is talking about shit that happened to me, basically, because that's how you keep it. That's how you keep it real, like you said. If it happened to me, not that something similar couldn't happen to somebody else, but whatever story I'm telling, that's my story.
That's harder, yeah.
You can't, and then whatever spin that I put on it, whatever comic spin I put on it, that just makes it more mine. You know
Sometimes
what I mean? So-
you're like happy some bad shit happens to you. You're like, oh, I can't wait to write about this.
no, not
You're like,
me,
as you're
because
happening,
I
you're like,
still,
ooh, this is content.
I still haven't figured out. That's the other part that I was about to tell you outside. I still, or I think we did talk about it. I still haven't figured out the best way to turn the fucked up into the funny. Like, there's a lot of shit that this is just a lot of shit that I want to say about the world.
That's why you gotta change it up.
Yeah, there's still a lot of shit that I want to say about the world that I just haven't figured out how to take it from angry black man to comic.
The voice in my head.
Yeah, you know
He's
what I'm
like the
saying?
voice in my head.
Yeah.
To be able to speak to it.
Because honestly, I just want to snap on motherfuckers like, yo, y'all being stupid about this shit. You know what I'm
Maybe
saying?
you
Why
should
can't
just
you
say it that
realize
way.
this shit, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, I have to find the way to where the message could be received, but it'll still be
in a
funny.
smarter way.
Yeah, exactly.
And you have to be politically correct nowadays.
And that's
I don't
hard.
even give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about being politically correct simply because
I think
just listen to what I'm saying.
You got.
Don't worry about how politically correct I am. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Am I right or wrong? Just listen to what the fuck I'm saying. Not so much how I'm saying it.
And what do you feel like you not? Do you perform it or do you?
I don't do shit. I think
Yeah,
about
that's
it.
funny as fuck. You go up there, and it's funny is that
I
you're
think
so
about it.
good on crowd work that. Do you ever get like mad at yourself, like stop doing crowd work? You gotta fucking do your bits, or you're like, it's because you gotta continue what's funny.
That's
no
the
matter
thing.
what.
I'm always.
We're like, we should be talking about stories, not inside fucking comedy baseball.
It-
I'm just using this.
I didn't know-
I'm
I didn't
using
know
this
what we were gonna
excuse
talk
to
about.
learn from Jay. that you would never get this much information after a set. Like, shut the fuck up. I just bomb, motherfucker. You think I know about jokes?
I don't too much talk about it
Yeah,
at
like
shows or whatever.
that's
but
so funny.
No, I love talking about comedy. I don't like running jokes. I don't run jokes at all.
Really?
I don't like doing that. Because I don't give a fuck about another comic thinking it's funny. Because plenty of times I've thought something was funny and then a guy will go up and he'll
Oh,
bomb.
you can't trust if you know they're not funny. You don't don't even bother asking them. You're like,
oh yeah, no. I'm not talking about. I never go and be like, hey, do you think this is funny?
oh, that's so
But
funny.
I even in
love
conversation,
doing that. I love doing that. It's
Yeah,
annoying.
nah.
It is annoying.
I don't do that shit.
Turner's
I
like, shut
don't
the
want it
fuck
done, I
up.
don't want it done to me. Don't come and run the bit to me. What? Some guys know that they can come and be like, yo, can I run a bit by you? All right,
That's
cool,
so
whatever.
funny.
Real quick.
There's
Do your
comics.
thing.
The comics that do it like to listen to other comics. Like I like to listen to other comics. Like try this, and they give me tags. And Raul has given me plenty of tags. And then there's comics like Torno don't like it. Chris Celio don't like it. You don't like it. Sergio don't like it. Albie don't like it. They hate it when you run. And if you don't tell them it's a bit, and they find out it's a bit, you're like, are you tricking me? Are you getting laughter out of me without my permission? Because comics treat laughter like if it's life energy. Like if they lose some of it to you, like they don't get it back. Like it's a video game. Like you beat their ass and you get some of their energy, right? Comics feel like that's laughter. Like if I laugh at your joke, you've taken laughs from me.
Yeah, because, no. If I laugh at your joke,
Isn't
what you
that-
think you funnier than me?
Exactly,
Like, what the fuck?
exactly.
Like what is this? You
You
challenge
feel
me
like
right
that,
now.
Armand?
But
No.
not
Armand
even
don't
because
feel like that.
I love comedy.
I
and
don't
I
care,
love.
bro. If
Yeah.
they like it or they don't, I try it
Yeah.
anyway, bro. Like you're there to make the patrons laugh, not the comics. So you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Exactly. That's why I don't care about.
Yeah.
And comedy is subjective. That's number one. That's the number one rule to this shit. As far as your approach, you need to realize not everybody is gonna find what you're saying funny, no matter how many people do. Not everybody's gonna find the shit funny, but at the same time, when you go to a comic, you need to realize that they're already looking at shit differently, like you are.
Oh yeah, they can probably even most of the time they know the punchline before it even comes out.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
Sometimes
And
that
every once
can
in a while,
happen.
when you hit them, when you make
But
a
it-
comic laugh. You're
Okay,
like,
if all your if a bunch of comics know your punchline, change
Yeah,
that shit
yeah,
because
yeah.
that means it's hack. They see it coming,
Oh.
and you don't need to do that
okay,
shit.
Smart.
Now, if
Look
it's
at
just
this.
another guy that sees
Yeah.
that just might be somebody who's like minded. You might just have that friend or whatever. But
Then- Do you see a lot more punchlines coming now that you do comedy? Like even on movies, you're like, I know what's happening next.
I see it coming with big name comics,
Yeah.
and that's when it's disappointing.
Oh yeah, that stinks.
When I'm like, yeah, I knew he was gonna say that. That like
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Cause like when you watch like a Chappelle who will come out of nowhere when you're just engaged in what the fuck he's saying.
It's a story. You're like,
He's just-
I forgot
you're just-
I forgot we're
Exactly.
telling jokes right now.
Fuck, it's exactly like it's not even about the comedy with him. Of course, it's about the comedy.
Yeah.
But when you're listening to him, it's just like, yo, he's saying some real interesting shit. So I'm just listening to it, and then he'll hit you with a fucking punchline,
You're like, oh,
and it's like,
fuck.
oh damn, that's right, I am here to laugh.
That's fire. You forget.
And that shit,
You
that
drop
shit is
your
dope.
guard. You drop your guard.
Exactly.
Imagine the laugh you can get from when you're like,
And then don't let it be a callback, because then it's like, oh,
yeah,
damn,
yeah,
I didn't see that coming.
yeah, that's fire.
Damn,
You gotta
like-
build that reputation, that trust. I
Exactly.
feel like that's why your first joke has to be fire when you get on stage, because you have to gain their trust. You know,
Absolutely.
and then once they trust, oh, this guy's funny. Because my first thought every time I see a new comedian, I'm like, is this guy's funny? And then once he is to me, I'm like, okay. Every time I see him from then on, I'm like, this guy's funny.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't pay attention to new comics until
Exactly.
I'm so
That is
serious.
the case.
I don't pay attention, even if guys
Locally?
are doing good. I don't-
Locally or like on the internet?
You said locally?
Locally or in the internet?
No, locally. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's not good to listen to talk to every new comic, because that might be the only time you ever talk to them.
Exactly.
So now I know why you kind of get ignored for the first couple of months. You make the ones that you become friends with are your peers.
The ones who
Yeah,
you started with,
yeah.
exactly.
And you become really close to them.
And then once you got, and then y'all have whatever type of bond that y'all have,
And
y'all
then the
might help
people
each
that
other
drop,
right or
drop.
whatever. Exactly. And then the people drop off. You don't want to invest too much in the
Exactly.
people
Is
who
you-
are gonna drop off,
Yeah.
especially like you said. You
Open
don't always have
micers.
this opportunity to have this type of conversation with me. Why
would you
why
waste
am I
it?
gonna
Yeah,
sit there
you
and
don't
talk
know
to
that-
somebody about
yeah.
some shit? You know what I'm saying? That I've devoted the last 4 or 5 years of my life to.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you
That's
about to just
funny.
do this and you think, oh yeah, I think
You
this
know,
is
it's
what I
kind
want
of
to
like
do.
the same thing at
No,
work.
that's good, bro.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But I'm not stingy with game at all. Like, cause I'm still learning. I
Yeah.
still look for
What's
any
the next
piece of
level
game
for
I
you,
can get.
Jay?
Next level
What
for
would
me.
you say is the next level?
Right now, it's basically what you said. I need to focus on touring now. I need to get out of Miami. My thing was
what you got to do is maybe open for like or feature for bigger names so you can ride the.
Okay,
You gotta find that's hard to find because in New York you would find that you would be amongst
Here, that's
those
the thing.
comics,
Here, you're not
and
gonna find it.
You gotta be in those cities for
Yeah.
you to be on the same show as a big name. You're like, damn, this guy can hold it together for 15, 20
and
minutes.
that's what fucking sucks. I gotta leave
I want to go to
the
Austin.
city.
wanna
I
go to
would
Austin.
love to just be able to be a successful comic, and
Yeah.
I mean a successful comic. And I don't even like Miami like that to
Yeah.
actually like live here. But as far as the scene, I see the comics
Yeah.
down here working. I see how we're overlooked as a comedy scene.
Yeah, and I think in the next 10 years we'll be a New York or Austin.
New York level.
Yeah, I said that 5 years ago.
I think so
Yeah.
too.
And would you see that the growth is there?
The growth is there, but
Yeah.
I said
We
10
need-
years, 5 years ago, and now you're saying 10 years.
Yeah, but I'm saying to where we're known worldwide. But I think we just need a real deal comedy club where like it's every night type shit.
Nobody,
Multiple
for
shows.
whatever reason, doesn't want to invest in
Yeah.
an actual club because they don't think that we have the
Now,
audience for it.
yeah,
even
now
though
we have
Maybe
the artists
that's
for
it.
it because we can have regulars. We can have like a you.
we
you
need
know,
an
we could have time
improv
to.
junior.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah,
need
but
an
where
improv
we
junior.
could do 2 shows a night.
You could do more than that if you
Yeah,
wanted to.
yeah.
And do a late
With 2
show
rooms,
if you
with
wanted
2 different
to.
rooms, like a
Yeah,
small room,
absolutely.
like a room like like a what's that? The Wednesday night room that Shira hosts.
Gramps.
Gramps.
Yeah,
that's a great room
I
size.
love Gramps.
That's
I
a great
love
room
fucking
size, right?
I love
Or
performing
even
in that
just a
living room.
funny side room, right? And then the other room is the just the funny would be the perfect size as another comedy club. You get me? But just straight comedy.
Yeah.
The main.
And then
the
there
main
could be
stage.
improv nights.
Either-
The main
either
stage
one.
of Just the Funny would be a great comedy room.
The main stage would be perfect for
even a room
intimate, intimate comedy
like,
shows.
even a room like this is kind of intimate. If the stage was even in the middle, would be wild. But that's the
like
only-
have it there.
yeah, halfway.
Yeah.
That
And
would
have
be
people
cool.
and have people. Oh yeah, you could have the rows this way.
Yeah, you can have them like this. Just have like a little space right there. And
that's
just
great.
have them, even if you have them like facing,
Yeah.
toward the whatever. That's another conversation. But
Yeah,
yeah, for sure,
that's wild.
that can definitely be worked out.
Yeah.
But
We need that
seems
shit,
like
bro.
nobody
we need that.
wants
we need
to-
that. We need
yeah.
that. I think the comics. If enough comics put money together, bro, we can even do it, bro. If
but we
do,
were talking about
if
that
we-
shit a few years ago too.
If we do shit to like, all right, let's save money together. Let's do these private event shows,
All right.
and then once we got $10 and 10,000 reserves, the like us comics, we put another band each, and everybody that put $1,000 and was part of that like saving, we can split the profits, but like.
It's not a bad idea, but that
Everybody's
sounds like
in
a
charge
lot
of
of
a night.
heads involved.
That's a lot of heads, but like, it could be a community thing, bro. And like everybody's
Shit.
got their night.
Start a GoFundMe, bro.
Yeah, GoFundMe for our own.
No,
comedy
that's not a
thing.
bad idea at all.
That's not
But
a bad idea.
I wouldn't want to work
Like
with
Rob.
a lot of different
Yeah, that's
motherfuckers.
the
'Cause I
thing.
feel like that'll just be like
That's too much.
difficult.
That's
But if
But
you have,
that's
if you
not a
have
bad-
like it, if you have like the situation where you just have motherfuckers,
money.
the comics putting money in and everything. As far as ownership, yeah, that'll have to be a little differently.
Why
Dude,
don't we
but-
call the guy from Bar Rescue?
That's so funny. Like pretend.
Bar rescue.
Remember that
yeah.
shit? He'll start yelling. I don't want to get yelled at. Bro, but like I'm gonna.
you're funny?
No, you just get a motherfucker who actually know what they doing to come in there.
An
Like
investor.
Somebody who knows comedy and who knows business.
Yeah, a name behind it.
Yeah,
know,
because
like-
you said an investor. I mean, investor would be cool, but that's like
yeah.
that's just more from the financial standpoint. It'll be. This is not the conversation to be having right
Yeah.
now on the podcast.
yeah.
But
For
yeah.
real. so inside comedy. But damn, there's something I was gonna tell you, bro. But like, yeah, you can. What I want to start doing is like really to do that, like travel to those cities. You need income, like to
Yeah.
where you can. I'm gonna start selling stuff online, bro. And like, if you think about it, like, let's say if you want to make $100,000, you gotta make like 10 sales of like $30 profits, right, a day.
One day.
You just gotta find a product, You know, I'm watching shit like.
I'm thinking you're gonna see him in a month with no shoes, no car. He sold everything.
No. Nah, but it's crazy, bro. If you think about it, if you find the product, because you can have a product that's $100, but you sell it for $130.
Yeah.
You know that, like, it's just gonna be like the upfront is gonna be a little bit more expensive. But like, I'm like, damn, that's an easy way where like you could free up. You can have an employee even once you get to a certain amount where you're selling us like this much. You can have somebody work for you part time and like even pay them good.
Bro, you could start on Amazon.
Hello, how you doing?
You could start on Amazon.
Yeah.
Like that's literally the best. I mean, you know what I mean? You could start reselling
shit.
on Amazon.
We've been
a lot of those people are
we've been
resellers, bro.
Yeah. It seems like I did that one Christmas when, like, I didn't have that much money for gifts, and I made like $400 in December, like selling stuff, and it was fun, bro. You know, like, but it's very time consuming, and the thing that's rough is like the shipping. Like, you gotta get organized. You gotta be organized doing that.
I'm not organized at all.
Yeah. You like ship it the last minute. You're like your rating would be bad, bro.
That's the thing that I do worry about because I have a product that I'm planning.
What
on,
if you set up
selling.
a supplies chain? You know, like you have employees that do it for you. Like I seen a video. Like
nigga. That means I would have to pay somebody else to do shit.
And then you don't have to do it
yourself.
And you just take your money and go and like do what you want to do.
Yeah, but I'm taking more money if I'm doing it myself.
Listen,
that's like when you're established.
But you won't
already.
do it.
Like that's
that's what I'm saying. I would have to put in some groundwork anyway.
Yeah,
exactly.
So I seen a video today before I left the house where, you know how like dudes like the baseball, how to fold their hats, and it's like the baseball thing. So dude 3D printed a clip that clips onto the hat and makes it that shape. You get me? And then you take it off. And then he did an Instagram video and it went viral. And he got like 100 orders a day for like the next I don't know how many months. And he had to open up a store and all that stuff. And he's about to go on Shark Tank. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, it was that little invention or whatever.
That's funny, but that I don't know how much resale value that. I mean, not resale value.
He 3D printed in his own like thing.
I mean, but how long is that?
Yeah, it's one.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing. You gotta.
You can just gift that shit.
Okay, yeah,
somebody.
like the product that you want to sell, the products that you want to sell. Like you don't also have to sell like. You don't have to make that profit off from one item. You can have multiple stores. You get me? And like this went from comedy bros to financial bros. You know.
Yeah, I see.
You know, I'm gonna be the Andrew Tate of
Yeah.
Miami comedy.
There's you have to be Andrew Tate. You can't be.
No.
Oh my god.
Bitch, where you at? Actually, but yeah, bro. Because I'm thinking about the reason I'm saying that is because so you can be financially like more free. And like travel more and do more comedy.
That's
what
that's definitely what I want to do. But
exactly, you know. So you gotta find.
I smoke a lot of weed. That's my problem.
You gotta find your way where you can be financially. Even you could do it through your own merch too.
Yeah, that's what I plan on selling.
You know?
Yeah,
and you can even have your family to be like, yo, sell this shit for me. You know, I'm doing the hard work of promoting these T-shirts. You know, you gotta
facts.
And you could be on tour.
Facts.
Go to my online store. You want to buy my shirt? You can. You know, like, you don't even have to have the merch with you nowadays. You know, like, here's the QR code.
That's the thing.
But sometimes it's better to have it with you because
I was going to do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
I was going to do it the old-fashioned way, get a couple print-ups.
Mark Norman came with a bunch of merch.
But that's Mark Norman where he's definitely going to sell some shit.
Yeah.
Like, he'll come with some merch and probably sell out, especially if it's his show.
He was nice. He took a picture with everybody, bro.
I'm sure. Bro, comics ain't got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
And I mean, some of us are assholes, but they'll go ahead and go ahead and take pictures.
I saw TJ Miller and he was selling hot sauce after.
He was selling hot sauce.
Like, you're funny, like what Kanye said, but what the fuck does he know about hot sauce?
What does he know about hot sauce at all?
We trust him as a comic.
TJ Miller, my barber, went to that show, bro. My barber, yeah. Renegade.
That was fun, bro. He's hilarious, bro.
The smoke shop
he wore a welding hammock.
I saw D.L. Hewley too.
Oh, D.L. Hewley.
Bro, he's the king of fucking crowd work, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Rhino Pills. That's why we sit here.
Quick shout out to our sponsors.
Yeah. Actually, that's why we sit really right here.
The smoke shop is
7K. I seen somebody buy one the other day. Okay, he also sells the honey packs.
They
right?
wild.
You know the honeys that you see on Instagram.
I know about them, but I don't know about them.
I came here like Monday. He had 2 boxes, and those boxes are gone.
That's crazy.
Horny motherfuckers.
All right.
You got a
Pause
podcast,
for
bro.
edit. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. This is really just to have fun, talk shit, and I felt like we had that today. So yeah.
I feel like
Thank you, bro. It's fun.
All right,
You get to
awesome.
know each other.
I feel like this is a good opportunity to smoke more weed.
Yeah.
Calling all potheads.
For them, I don't
yeah,
smoke
yeah,
weed.
Yeah, for them.
I think we established that earlier. I'm really high right now.
Yeah, bro, that
I'm
pen
not even
kicked
gonna
in,
lie,
right?
yeah. Now the pen was already kicking my
Yeah,
ass.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just there.
Can I address this? Everybody that's walked in has seen us here with
They're
the
like,
ring
what the
light. They
fuck?
think that we're catching them on how to.
Oh yeah.
How to
yeah,
catch
yeah,
'em?
yeah.
How long
They're
have you
like,
been-
I didn't.
Do you know?
Ma'am, let me talk to you about your drug use.
This is an intervention. Wait, come back. My name is.
Yeah,
my
they hit
name
the door. They hit the door.
I'm about to
They
start
get the
fucking
door
with your
like,
customers,
nope.
man.
My name is Chris Hansen. How long have you been
Exactly.
smoking marijuana?
Every single one of them
Oh,
have looked at
goddamn
us.
right. Yeah, it's so funny. I forget.
I don't want my
It-
family to see this.
'Cause I kept telling everybody I'm doing a podcast at a smoke shop. So the funny thing is, the Psy walked up the first time. He's like, "Oh, it's literally inside the middle of a smoke shop." I was like, "Yeah, I didn't think about that until like today."
I didn't think about it at all. I
not that
figured
bad,
it would
though,
be
'cause
in the
it's
back
funny.
room
No,
or
it's cool.
something.
It's cool.
Yeah, but
But I didn't
like
know it was
this.
gonna be this fucking big. So
Nah, because Victor would come in.
That's
and
what she said.
That was the first time Victor like interjected, told a little something. But bro, I came here last Saturday and he was teaching me some shit about like the crackhead paraphernalia, and I'm like, he's like, I think this is what it's used for. He's like, I just sell it. He's like,
I think this is what
Yeah.
it's used for.
but that's it, guys. Awesome. It was great.
That was fun, bro.
All right, later.
That's how you ended it.
Yeah.